What if I told you that one ingredient hiding in your favorite foods could be silently damaging your body every single day? It's in your breakfast cereal, your favorite soda, even foods you think are healthy. And the scariest part? Most people don't realize the damage until it's already affecting their energy, weight, and long-term health. Before this video ends, you'll discover what sugar really does inside your body, the warning signs you should never ignore, and simple ways to reduce it without giving up everything you love. Let's begin. Imagine waking up every morning feeling tired, even after a full night's sleep. You grab a sweet coffee or a pastry because you think you need an energy boost. For a little while, you feel better, but only an hour later, you're hungry again. You feel sluggish, you can't focus, so you reach for another sugary snack. Sound familiar? Millions of people unknowingly live in this cycle every single day. Sugar has become one of the most common ingredients in modern diets. It's added to many packaged foods, not just desserts and candy, but also sauces, flavored yogurts, breakfast cereals, and even some breads. Sugar itself isn't poison, and your body can use sugar for energy. The bigger concern is consuming too much added sugar over time, which research has linked to a range of health problems. Today, we're going to explore what happens inside your body when added sugar becomes a regular part of your diet, where it hides, and practical ways to reduce it without feeling deprived. By the end of this video, you'll probably look at everyday foods in a completely different way. Let's travel back in time. Thousands of years ago, sugar wasn't everywhere. Most sweetness came from fruits or honey, and these foods were much harder to find than they are today. People didn't drink sugary sodas. They didn't eat cookies every afternoon. Sweet foods were occasional treats. Fast forward to today. Walk into any supermarket, bright packages, colorful drinks, breakfast cereals, energy bars, ice cream, soft drinks, sweetened coffee. Even products that don't taste very sweet, like salad dressings, ketchup, pasta sauces, and flavored yogurt, can contain added sugar. Many people don't realize how quickly these small amounts can add up across an entire day. Food companies know something very important. Humans naturally enjoy sweet tastes. That's because sweetness historically signaled a valuable source of energy. But in today's world, where sweet foods are available almost everywhere, it becomes much easier to consume more added sugar than our bodies need. That's why nutrition experts often recommend paying attention to added sugars, rather than worrying about naturally occurring sugars in whole fruits. Whole fruits also contain fiber, vitamins, minerals, and water, which slow down digestion and make them very different from sugary drinks or candy. Understanding this difference is one of the first steps toward healthier eating. Now, let's see what happens after you drink a sugary soda. The first sip tastes amazing. Within minutes, your digestive system breaks the sugars down into simpler forms, including glucose, which enters your bloodstream. As your blood sugar rises, your body releases insulin, a hormone that helps move glucose from the blood into cells where it can be used for energy. This is a normal and essential process. If you've been active or haven't eaten in a while, that energy can be useful. But when large amounts of added sugar are consumed frequently, your body has to work harder to manage repeated spikes in blood sugar. After the initial boost, many people experience a drop in energy, sometimes called a crash. They may feel tired, hungry, or crave more sugary foods. This pattern can make it easier to overeat, although the exact experience varies from person to person. That's why some people find themselves reaching for another sweet snack shortly after eating one. It's not just about willpower. Your body's normal responses to food can influence how hungry and energized you feel. Over months and years, consistently high intakes of added sugar may contribute to excess calorie intake and increase the risk of weight gain and certain health conditions, especially when combined with a generally unhealthy diet and low physical activity. That's one reason many health organizations recommend limiting added sugar. Here's something surprising. Most people think sugar only comes from desserts. But that's not true. Some everyday foods can contain unexpected amounts of added sugar. For example, breakfast cereals that appear healthy, flavored yogurts, granola bars, sweetened coffee drinks, sports drinks, soft drinks, packaged fruit juices, ready-made sauces, ketchup, barbecue sauce, some salad dressings. Even foods marketed as low-fat sometimes contain added sugar to improve taste. Another challenge is that sugar doesn't always appear on labels as simply sugar. Depending on the product, it may be listed under different names. Examples include cane sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, rice syrup, maple syrup, honey, molasses, fruit juice concentrates. While these ingredients are different in some ways, they all contribute sugars to the diet. That's why reading nutrition labels can be so helpful. Instead of relying only on marketing claims like natural or healthy, take a moment to check the ingredient list and nutrition facts. Sometimes the healthiest-looking package isn't the healthiest choice, and that realization surprises many people. Now comes the part that most people never think about. The effects of too much added sugar don't usually appear overnight. Instead, they can develop gradually over months or years, especially when a person's overall diet is high in calories and low in nutritious foods. That's what makes added sugar so easy to overlook. At first, nothing seems wrong. You still go to work. You still take care of your family. You still enjoy your favorite foods. But slowly, your body may start sending small warning signals. Maybe your clothes begin to feel tighter. Maybe you feel tired more often. Maybe you're hungry shortly after eating. These changes can have many possible causes, but regularly consuming large amounts of added sugar may be one contributing factor. One of the biggest concerns is that sugary foods and drinks can add a lot of calories without making you feel full for very long. Think about drinking a large soft drink. It may contain a significant amount of added sugar, yet many people don't feel as satisfied as they would after eating a balanced meal with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. As a result, it's easy to consume extra calories without realizing it. Over time, that can contribute to weight gain. And excess body weight is associated with a higher risk of several health conditions. But the story doesn't end there. Scientists have also studied how diets high in added sugar may affect heart health. Some research suggests that regularly consuming large amounts of sugar-sweetened beverages is associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. This doesn't mean that one dessert or one soda will damage your heart. It's the overall pattern of eating that matters most. Small choices, repeated every day, can make a meaningful difference over the years. That's why health experts encourage people to focus on long-term habits instead of searching for quick fixes. Now let's talk about something you can actually see. Your smile. Every time you eat or drink something sugary, the sugar doesn't just disappear. Bacteria that naturally live inside your mouth feed on those sugars. As they do, they produce acids. Those acids can gradually wear away tooth enamel, especially if sugary foods or drinks are consumed frequently throughout the day. That's one reason dentists often recommend limiting sugary snacks and beverages between meals and maintaining good brushing and flossing habits. Imagine sipping a sugary drink over several hours. Each sip gives bacteria another opportunity to produce acid. That's very different from drinking water, which helps rinse the mouth and contains no sugar. The good news? Simple habits can make a difference. Choosing water more often, brushing your teeth with fluoride toothpaste, visiting your dentist regularly, and paying attention to how often, not just how much, you consume sugary foods and drinks. Sometimes, the smallest daily habits create the biggest long-term results.